Hello, my name is Robert Rimkus, and I am here to talk about London dispersion forces. London dispersion forces are defined as the weak intermolecular forces that occur because of the attractive forces between instantaneous dipoles that occur in molecules, which occur without permanent dipole moments. Basically, this means an instantaneous attraction between a positive and a negative pole in two neighboring molecules. The history of the London dispersion force dates back to the early 20th century with the German-American physicist Fritz London. Fritz London lived between March 7, 1900 and March 30, 1954. In addition to his work on intermolecular forces, he was also the first scientist to propose that a Bose-Einstein condensation would occur. London dispersion forces work because of the inconsistencies in electron density that occur around an atom. This means that in some areas around an atom, there are more electrons than in other areas. Since electrons are negatively charged, these areas with more electrons have a slightly negative charge, and the areas with less electrons have a slightly positive charge. These negative and positive charges form a dipole in the molecule. This dipole will then create a dipole in a neighboring molecule because the positive pole will push away the electrons in the neighboring atom, creating a positive area, which will then create a negative area and a dipole in the neighboring molecule. These two dipoles will have their positive and negative poles attract, and the London dispersion force works. Compared to other intermolecular forces in a vacuum, the London dispersion force is the weakest compared to the other van der Waals forces such as hydrogen bonding and permanent dipole-dipole interactions. It is the only large distance intermolecular force that occurs in neutral atoms, and it is the major intermolecular force between all nonpolar molecules. If the world had existed without the London dispersion force, then there would be no intermolecular forces between the atoms in a noble gas, and that would mean that noble gases would never exist in a liquid or solid form. To recap, the London dispersion force is an intermolecular force that occurs instantaneously between a positive and negative pole in two neighboring molecules. It is weaker than every other intermolecular force in a vacuum, and it is also the major intermolecular force between nonpolar molecules. Thank you.